what's up everybody? We're going to be smashing some chests today. Be focusing up on those heavy dumbbell press today, hitting that upper chest. See if we can maybe go even for a PR. See how it is. Last lift of the new year. Let's kill it.
Let's get at her.
Alright guys, we're going to be doing some warming up here. Just getting that chest fired up a little bit before we go into anything super heavy. Chest here, getting everything really warmed up. What I'm really focusing on is my elbows here. So coming in, I'm really focusing on driving the elbows together, focusing on getting a really good squeeze in that chest. Just again, warming it up. We're not bringing it to failure or anything like that. What I'm doing right now is I'm just warming up my elbows. I get sometimes some elbow pain here and there because I'm an old man. So just warming up the elbows a little bit. I just like to grab like a single handle like this. It can be any handle at all. I just like to kind of lean and then just push down. Again, just really stretching out that elbow joint, getting some movement in it. I used to hit triceps a couple days ago. So again, we're not going to anything failure here. I'm not even doing triceps today. It's all just a chest day. Another thing I really like to do as well is I like to do some dead hangs. Get those lats really stretched before we go into anything, again, heavy-wise. So I like to even just grab something like this. Like this. Open those lats right up. Move in with the neck a little bit. Hold for anything between 10 to 20, 30 seconds. Again, really open up those lats.
Big up the Naruto shirt.
I used to come in and just do maybe 1, 2 things and then go into my sets right away, and that's how I got a shit ton of injuries.
It's because he's old. The man behind the camera.
Man, myth, legend. Who is it?
We'll come back to this one next time because I think it might just be.
We're doing some more warming up. Nothing new yet.
Guest appearance for the spot. Big 9-0s.
No, I should be fine.
No, I have 2 moves. I'll just go $20 on that. I get 4.
He's soft if he doesn't get 7. Is he soft? Hey.
That was awesome. 90s for 8. Hey guys, pretty pumped because I just basically hit a PR. I've never done the 90s for 8, so pretty hyped about that. Now the rest of the chest day, that just means it's going to be even better.
Big dog status. Big dog status,
So we're going to jump up on the incline chest press here. I really like going into this one after.
Yeah, this is a dope machine. This one always gets me right.
So this just like takes a little bit of the free movement out of it, I guess. Just lets you really isolate the chest. Big boy style.
Up downs, up downs.
Up, down, up, down.
Before I put it in, I smack that ass. Hey. Light him up, light him up.
Am I up on it right now? Alright guys, so we used to the double drop set, triple drop set, something like that on the incline press machine motherfucker thing. Kind of done with the pressing movements. We're gonna go into a couple flies. Leave the gym feeling as pumped up as possible. Gonna go into some incline flies here.
And then that 10th one, he just wouldn't let me get it.
I actually don't know how I did that. Because 10% per section. So the multiple choice was worth 10%, and each short answer.
Shit. Holy.
Setting up the
So
D
we're setting it
handle.
up, getting our lower flies. I only really do one lower chest exercise just to get that nice, that kind of like more of that sculpted look under your chest, you know, so it doesn't hang low and look flabby. I'm not about that. All upper and then one decline. I'll maybe do an extra flat movement, but very rarely. Honestly, I very rarely touch flat, anything. So we're gonna go into it. These are definitely not set to the right height. That would probably help a little bit. Gonna do more of the that 10 to 15 on this because we're kind of nearing the end. I'm a little exhausted. I doubt I'm doing another exercise after this. And we've done quite a bit of volume today. So
Intensity
we're
matters.
Sorry?
Intensity matters. Intensity
Yeah,
matters.
and I'm pretty tired. I can feel it. So we're gonna go into this and really probably do like 4 or 5 sets, 10 to 15. So we just leave here with a nasty pump. Let's get after it, guys.
They gave me the fucking script that I saw.
Up, I get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schmegala, schmegala. Yeah.
We're gonna talk.
Now we're back on going.
Yeah.
Back
Okay,
on
guys.
going.
So we crushed our chest workout.
If you can't see what's going on, that's because it's Manitoba. Everything's white. Like, it's unbelievable. Oh man, focus up here. We're in a real white, bright area.
The man behind the camera is from BC. He doesn't know Manitoba winter weather.
I don't get it.
So we finished up our chest day. It was good. Crushed a lot of volume. Hit a PR with the 90s for 8 today on the incline dumbbell press. And then we just kept the train rolling after that. Lots of volume, chase that pump, which I really love. I love chasing the pump. Yeah, all in all, great workout. No shoulder problems, which is always a plus. You always have a 50-50 chance of getting shoulder aches and no shoulder aches.
It's always rolling a dice.
Yada, yada, yada. People are pulling up. We should probably keep going, but we're gonna head home, make some food, and call her a day. I mean, it's a little awkward in the car, a little zoomed up on the face.
It's a little too how you doing? Explain why you go to press movements to fly movements.
That's a great question. Well, let me tell you. I personally like to do all my pressing movements first. Personally, I get a lot of shoulder pain. So for me, if I do all my flying movements at the end of my workout, that's how I save my shoulder. I'm gonna be honest, probably a lack of mobility issue, which I am working on. I do stretches and I try to do whatever I can for my shoulder mobility. But for me personally, that's what works best, is just to do all of my pressing movements first.
So as a beginner, what are common problems that you face throughout your chest day?
Yeah, so one of the problems I find that a lot of beginners have is they think they need to go ultra wide with their chest press movements. I see a lot of guys going almost into a flying chest press rather than just bringing it straight down and up. I also notice a lot of the time people complain to me that they feel it more in their shoulders than their chest. And one of the ways I tackle that problem is I bring my elbows a little bit more in. I find a lot of people bench with their elbows super flared. And I mean, I get that. It's a little bit more natural. Naturally, you just want to push the weight. But if you tuck the elbows in a little bit and get a little bit more lat activation, you'll notice it way more in your chest than in your shoulders. What my angle with my elbows might be more comfortable for me, might be a little bit more difficult for somebody else. It's gonna come down to your shoulder mobility, your chest mobility, and just the overall how your body moves realistically. But just make sure when you're pushing it, you keep that chest up, pull those shoulders back, and really make sure that when you're at the top of your contraction movement, make sure that chest is the number one focus, right? Make sure that those shoulders are sitting behind the chest. That's how you make sure you get good chest contraction.
Explain what you do for your warm-ups and how it benefits you throughout your workout.
It's a good question, yeah. So when I am doing my warm-ups, and my warm-ups have changed so much over the years, but personally right now I'm really liking doing the machine press for, 10, 15 reps. I'm not doing anything heavy, and I'm playing around with the range of motion too. Sometimes I'll do little just tiny half reps, or extended partials is what a lot of people call them, where you're just going from the bottom up till about halfway. Lots of benefits in extended partials, and if you use it right in your workouts, it can be a tremendous benefit to you. But going back to those warm-ups, I'll do a couple partials at the bottom half, couple partials at the top half, and then like I said, dead hangs. I've been loving dead hangs. Think it's phenomenal for my shoulder health, my shoulder mobility. Then I'll go into just simple cable movements, something like a small tricep push down. Nothing heavy. We're just more doing it for the elbows, greasing up those elbows. And then sometimes I'll throw in either some pull downs or even just one arm pulls, or rows, I should call them, not pulls, but one arm rows with the cable. Again, just getting blood into the back. I find that if I get a little bit of a back pump, helps with my pressing movements a lot.
What is your mindset going into a PR today?
Go into it, get that good mentality, that championship mentality. Be like, I'm gonna show this way who's boss. I'm gonna lift this no matter what. But then be like, at the same time, it doesn't count if the rep or the form is shit. So keep that form tight. I make sure I go into it and I remember, okay, it's a lot of weight. I'm gonna make sure that every single thing I can think about, the shoulders, the lats, the elbow angle, everything is right, perfect, and teed up. And then as soon as we push that weight up, I think right away, this is not as heavy as I think it is. And I go right into it and I just focus on getting a good form and a good contraction. And that helps just make sure that I hit a better PR the next time I go for a PR attempt.
You could also talk about how having an engaged core is really important for dumbbell pressing movements.
What really helps me is focusing on breathing, which kind of comes to focusing on your core. And that's as simple as making sure that when you're doing the eccentric part of the motion, You really want to be, that's when you're blowing out all your air. You come down on a squat, you take your breath in on the way down, and you exhale on the way up. Just like pressing movements, when you're coming down and you're pressed, that's when you go, and you exhale as you push up. That's gonna help make sure that you keep energy and you keep yourself from being winded during the exercise.
Signing out, sort of. Good little Q&A we had going on today.
Good little Q&A. Alrighty guys, catch you on the flip. Thanks for watching. What you can do here, I'll show you.
Hola amigos, we are here in the humble abode, right? So, continuing on with these videos, we're staying motivated. Lots of happy, positive energy coming from the both of us. Two bros getting swole. Leave some comments for a brother like me to just ask them at the end of every video.
Ask away.
Have a good little Q&A session. Just some fellas, man. We're just on the road to get jacked, even though some of us are already there, right? But he's got a couple years on me. This guy is old. He's a little bit of a geezer. Young blood coming through.